MOTORCORE. MOTORCORE sounds better. I don't know. Vroom vroom, baby. So we've got a post here from a High Snob. They're calling out that a trend gaining momentum is MOTORCORE, as they say it. And if we're going through here, obviously it's a lot of leather. It's a lot of kind of multi-tone track stuff, padded jackets and pants. You know the aesthetic. Motorcycle, motocross, kind of two separate things, which I would like to talk about.
Yes.
Moto boots, of course. Oh, the ambush.
Ambush.
Going in that direction, kind of like cyberpunky MOTORCORE.
Motorola, maybe, like a
MOTORCORE.
a Razor phone. Who knows?
I like it. What do you think?
Well, Kilian, don't bury the lead. You wanted to talk about this because you do not like it. You do not like the aesthetic.
So we're diving right in.
Yes.
So here's where I would like to make the distinction, please and thank you, because I think we should separate these out into MOTORCORE, as in like motorcycle biker aesthetic, and motocrosscore, which is, let me go back to this site right here, which I would say is more along the lines of the kind
like those
of like
boots,
padded,
boots,
this padded track stuff. I think they're two quite different aesthetics, because if you think about it, on the MOTORCORE side of things, I would put, there's some Rick Owens stuff, very nice, that falls into there. Like Chrome Hearts leather kind of stuff, very much, I think, up that alley. And
I mean, it's a biker brand, right? It is.
Yeah, exactly.
That is a biker brand. So,
and I can vibe there. But then on the other side of the spectrum, Rude, RHUDE, I would say.
Come on, Rude boy, can you get it up?
Yeah,
you were talking.
They go into the motocrosscore very much, and that just rubs me the wrong way. It just feels like tacky and weird. Like, that brand, I think, what are they called? Fox? Like, they make the helmets and stuff. I used to see that all the time growing up. And I don't know, maybe it just reminds me of like the little shit stain kids that I would hang out with that like think they're cool and would go like race four-wheelers or whatever.
Oh yeah. You know what? We're both from New England. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
That was definitely motocross. Here's my counterpoint, and I fear that like this in my technology on the technology end has been a train wreck this episode. I have no idea why. So I'm trying to get as many words in as possible before like my connection cuts off.
You can do it.
So the first like pro or like I like this in terms of motocross is Aleeks. One of their very first items was that multicolored leather jacket. Can you pull it up for the audience? And this was like the first garment I ever saw from them, and I don't know, there was like something about it where it was super weird and compelling. And you know what? While you're doing that, I need to grab two things to show everyone.
Please. Yeah, so we've got it right here. I believe this is the one that Christian's talking about. It's kind of, I would say, verging on the cyberpunk almost, kind of anime-esque a little bit Evangelion. If we could go back to last episode's talking point, maybe.
We can't talk about that again.
No more.
This is a jacket I designed. It's the only thing I've ever made. And it's very motocross inspired. As well as ripping off a lot of designers.
So I'm actually curious, how did you end up making that?
Save it for another episode. I can't even talk in this one. Fair. Here is a pair of vintage DKNY jeans that I've had for a long time. They are sick. This is the type of piece where you don't really appreciate it until you have it. It's just like the material thickness, the cut, these knees. I love these jeans so much. I have like done every kind of like reconstruction to them that I can. This for
You got
anybody
a
who's
hole
just
going straight to the
watching.
gooch?
I got a hole. I have sealed up multiple gooch holes in order to keep these alive. Listen,
Are those like hardened at the knee, or is it
they're not
ruching kind of?
It's like ruching. It's padded, but the entire denim is like a really heavy weight. It's the type of thing that they just don't make it like this anymore. They just don't like the quality, but it really does. I think ultimately those kind of look like, maybe you would think that looks like a mall jean because it's like the Balmain ripoff, but they really, the way they fit and feel and look. Okay, I'm not gonna go anywhere, but I'll just keep talking, guys. How on a scale from 1 to 10, how horrendous is my connection? Just let me know in the comments.
I think the video is worse than the audio, and the audio is more important, I would argue. So
yeah, that is 100% true.
These have been on my chopping block for God knows how long. We have a pair of elasticated waist Balmain Moto jeans.
Whoa!
There you go, baby.
Damn. That is remarkable.
Yeah, I don't know why I still have them. I don't wear them. The fit's real weird. That's all I'll say about that.
Listen, I think that there is an untapped potential in the motocross genre, in this aesthetic.
Okay.
And maybe even if it's kind of corny, we'll maybe that's something we'll have to come back to, because you can already see I've got two beloved pieces that take that aesthetic.